Hello and welcome to another scene of Gotham by Night. Tonight we find ourselves in a continuation of the scene at the club. There's a big blackout going on. The Riddler has been trying to reach out to the club people, namely Mistress Tatiana and Miss Lilian Bream. The last time there was a riddle that they had to answer, but there's no timeline on that, so we can take a moment and have a little chat, perhaps. As for the other two, well, they can intro themselves and then we can start. Go.
So Trinity comes in. She seems to be on high alert. She seems like she knows something's up, but she doesn't know quite what. And she's being like, you know, like very suspicious of what's going on. And she's looking around to see if there's anyone she recognizes standing around.
You see a number of people that you have seen before. Of course, Lillian is there, Mrs. Tatiana is there, her personal guards, people, the normal employees of the club, but it's very dark. Like you need a flashlight because there's a big blackout. Only the security lights are on,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone seems to be like in a concerned mood, generally speaking. Anthony,
Anthony, who was supposed to uh, come and have a checkup on the birds anyway, plus the new installation that he'd built, sees that there is no light for a few blocks, so he hastens his gait and makes his way to the club just to check that, everyone is okay. Mainly the birds, to be honest.
okay, so how is Lillian holding up?
She's on high alert, high guard. Something tried to do some bad stuff to her, and it fell through.
Is it visible on her face that something was wrong? Is it something noticeable?
It seems like a mixture of both. It's just she's just on the high alert right now.
Okay. Tatiana, on the other hand, is generally very concerned about what's going on at the moment. Many things on her mind, doesn't know where to start, and she's very suspicious of certain things that have been happening lately. Um, what I want to do is I would like to check up on Lillian to see if I can see if there's something wrong with her because she's an oddball. So anyway, I will approach her. Miss Brim, is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just well,
What kind of hours
I
supposed
was
to
not I
panic
was not
here?
expecting this, but I guess that's part of the job.
You're doing a fine job, don't worry about it. Just we don't need to panic here. I believe that there is an explanation for everything. I've been meaning to talk to you, however, if you have a moment.
Sure.
By the way, is Trinity already there? Does she see the interaction?
She's there and she's kind of just watching. Like she's moving closer, but she's kind of being careful, trying not to trip over anything, and just kind of watching the interaction.
Well, Mistress Tatiana is going to take a flashlight and they're going to move to the stairs and go upstairs to the office. However, there is no power, there is no music, so it is possible that you'll be able to listen in if you try.
She's just gonna follow him.
Yeah, there are the guards that I have not yet dismissed.
I mean, she can charm the guards. She's pretty. She could be pretty persuasive when she
The
wants to.
guards are my goals.
I never said anything about powers. But yeah, she will just kind of
And they are
wait.
completely enthralled. So yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. But listening in is okay, I would assume. But yeah, I'll go upstairs. Once they're in the office, she's going to tell the guards to leave them, so wait outside. Come sit with me on the couch.
Lillian does so, as wondering as to what's going on.
I won't lie to you, I'm worried after what happened earlier tonight. Um, and I don't mean the gang that can be dealt with. That's no issue. However, remember there was a man there, that Mr. Julius.
Is
I
he
am
a concern of
concerned.
yours?
He is an associate, let's say, not one that I trust. However, he did want to have a private meeting with you as well with that other associate of mine that was there, and that's way too coincidental to be mere luck. As I said, I don't trust him. I don't believe that he has any well meaning towards me, and I know very well that he can offer things that perhaps may be out of my power. However, if I may, I have things to offer as well. What I mean is, I can help you too, provided that you don't sell me out to him.
That sounds like, well, considering how you're saying already, like you have a complex set of politics in your society.
Unfortunately, to be honest with you, it's tiring. What I want is to live my life, run my club, entertain people, and be at peace. But when there are people waiting for you at every corner, you have to be prepared, unfortunately. And this is the case within our little community. I know that what you want is some form of justice to be dealt to those that wronged you.
Yes.
Well, I don't have any objection to that, and I can help you to the extent of my abilities, assuming you remain loyal. I wouldn't ask of you to put yourself in danger. However, if I'm being completely honest, if you do go ahead with that meeting, I would be very, very, very grateful if you were to record whatever was said before rejecting what was offered. But if it is something that you find to be too risky, it's not something I would be willing to force. See, Miss Brim, here's the thing. I might be your boss and you might be my employee. There is more at play than that. We live in two worlds. The one is the one that people see, and the one is the real one that we both know exists. And on that one, we are more than anything on equal footing, I believe. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, mistress.
Well, we're in private now. You may call me Tatiana.
Miss Tatiana, just sorry.
The thing is, allies are really hard to come by in the real world as it is. Especially if you're not interested to do a lot of backstabbing. Because I'm not very interested into that, as I said. My pursuits are very simple, let's say.
I'm not that interested in backstabbing, but I guess mine are
Oh,
even simpler.
well, I guess you're more interested in for- forward stabbing, or was it slashing?
Eh,
Quite
either work.
impressive. Quite impressive in any case. You have more than proven your abilities, I must say. And I'm quite satisfied with your work. So I have absolutely no objections in helping you with your little penguin problem.
Thank you, Tatiana.
After all, well, I need some stretching every now and then. And I am assuming that you do have more friends, is that correct? I can also gather a couple more people to help us. There aren't many people that I truly trust, but they are efficient. So I can promise you that I will see it done. All I ask is that you remain an ally.
Understood, Tatiana.
You can think it through, of course. It is your own decisions. I'm just putting out my own suggestions. But I would appreciate an answer before you meet with Mr. Julius, if at all possible.
I'll have to think on it, but thanks for the opportunity.
You're welcome, and if there's anything you need, do not hesitate. Now, would you like a drink? How awful of me, I didn't think to ask you when we arrived.
I'm fine, but thanks for the offer.
Alright, I will not keep you, you can go downstairs.
Lilian nods and gets up to leave. I'll head downstairs, probably to continue her shift.
Well, at the moment we're just being, panic chickens in a dark place. You know, trying to figure out the riddle. Oh, you guys can help with the riddle. Out of character.
I would say at this point, Anthony has come and he knocks at the outside door. Hello, it's Volente. Anyone here?
Lilian is going to open the door.
Ah, excellent. I saw that there was a blackout, so I came as quick as I could.
Mr. Valente, thank you for coming. It is a rather interesting time, don't you think? Interesting evening, in any case.
I mean, I've heard of blackouts, but this is a little larger than usual. Can't just be that the electricity firm is, well, you know.
No, that's most certainly a sabotage, but please, join me to the aviary.
Sure thing, and he'll follow her.
With a flashlight, and I'm assuming there is some sort of minor generator there just to keep things going.
Believe it or not, probably the only place in the aviary actually has its own little generator, which kicked in when the electricity fell out. He really thought of everything.
Yeah, so I assume it's the only place that has light at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna give a catch-up time for Lillian and Trinity, and then we'll catch up in the aviary, okay?
So Trinity is kind of just lounging by the door as Lillian comes down and the stairs, and she says, "Looks like you had an interesting evening."
Well, that was the Riddler. I don't know what to think of this new threat.
Yeah, it's Gotham. There's more fucked up, crazy people here than there are regular people.
I have to deal with two. I'm one of them.
So, did
I don't
he
need to deal
make
with
any?
more.
Did he make any threats or anything like that, or did he just turn off the lights for shits and giggles?
I don't know. I heard he did try something, but apparently it fell through. I don't know. It just they gave a riddle and apparently put my life in the line, but after a few seconds, it just solved itself.
Typical. Can't even have competent, like, mass criminals. And she sighs.
Beyond that, there was an incident at the sushi bar.
Oh, what happened there?
You know who decided? Can you take a wild guess who decided to visit?
Let's see. Would it be? And she thinks for a minute. I'm gonna guess the Joker.
I do not know who that is, but Penguin's gang came to visit.
Oh, fun! Did you get to murder any of them?
One of them was gutted like a fish. She smiles.
Fun. But really, you have to know how to settle.
I think I met somebody, another one from the time there. I don't know. Andrew, I think.
Oh, I know Andrew. He's my little brother.
And a couple of those other pale folk. Well, I'm a living robot, I guess. Not vampires being real shouldn't be too far from the truth. But somebody named Otto?
No idea who that is.
And Creed.
Never heard of him either.
Well, it turns out Penguin's setting up a new club near here. With his number 2 and still leading it.
She gets this devious look in her eye. Do you happen to know what kind of a club it is?
I don't think they told us much. Just that they were setting up a club as sort of a new front.
Because I'm not sure if you believe this, but I'm actually rather good at singing. I might be able to get hired and, work the undercover roles, if you want to call it that.
That sounds like a good idea, Trinity.
And she chuckles. Just don't be around if I start losing my voice.
That said, somebody else may also be involved.
And who do you think that would be?
I would say Solomon Grundy.
Never heard of that name.
Similar to me. Broken. Remake.
Interesting.
Though devoted.
What does that mean?
Loyalty instead of hatred.
Oh, okay, I see. She just kind of seems to be thinking.
Suggestion is to be careful around him.
She kind of chuckles and she says, I doubt he has any protection against my talents.
I don't have any.
Oh, that is true. And she grins and then winks.
She gets a little flustered. But there's also his number 2 there. The Penguin's number 2. I probably said that.
Potential target for seduction. Should be pretty easy. Men are simple creatures after all.
Indeed. Though, hopefully, if I get to him first, it's not going to be seduction.
Well, that's if you get to him.
Anyway, I'm still technically on the clock, so I'm going to try and finish up the shift.
All right, well, be good. Don't call any or don't cause any accidents.
I won't.
And she winks and then goes back to leaning against the wall.
Lilian continues her patrol.
Create an intro.
All right. I guess at this point, anyone who's looking towards the door, will see a fairly big guy, heavily tattooed, long, dirty blondish hair, um, several rings on each finger, and a leather jacket, will walk into the bar or club and look around and sort of make a stink face at the opulence of the club.
Well, you can see that much because it's blackout, but you know,
That doesn't really affect us.
yeah, it does. I don't know. You have aspects? I know.
No, but
It
True.
does.
Reads, I believe it's composure. Let me double check. If my book will open.
I think it's
perception. Perception is wits plus composure, but
No,
aspects.
not perception.
we probably need aspects or acute senses or something in order to see in the dark. I would assume.
Oh,
But anyway, let's pause there and jump to the aviary where we just arrived with Mr. Valente. Whoever's typing mute.
Pardon me asking, mistress, but I couldn't happen but overhear something about sabotage. Who would want to sabotage you?
I would much like to know. And you actually see that he's quite sad when he says that. In all honesty, I don't know. I've been asking myself, what is it that I have done that would require that response? Because many things have been happening lately,
Oh,
and I
he
can't find
cocks
the
his head a
answer.
little bit.
Yes, I don't know why I have been targeted or by whom. All I know is that the situation keeps getting worse and worse. It's quite
Ha-
difficult.
Hmm. Has the police department already been informed if there have been several incidences?
More than that, there is already an investigation on the other incident, let's say, but still I have no answers. Well, I guess it's not easy to find people to trust,
so real quick, just to let you guys know for the future, you're thinking of first edition for eyesight. In second edition, all kindred take no penalties from darkness and compensate with hearing. In full darkness, they only suffer a -2 penalty to rolls.
okay, good to know. Okay. So, how have you been, Mr. Valente?
Not too bad myself, thank you very much. Apart from one small incident, I've been able to avoid the annoying gangs around. Well, you know.
Oh, this is Gotham. There's a gang in every street, it seems.
Yes, there's a good reason I'm packing heat pretty much every time I leave my house.
Well, I guess I do that too, but in a different capacity. Hmm. So, how are the birds?
I'm pleased to say that the emergency generator kicked in apparently, and they seem reasonably okay. Mind you, I'll try my best to get them calmed down a bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of commotion earlier.
Yeah, to be fair, the birds were probably a bit disturbed by the sudden change in ambience.
Yeah, the sound as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But don't worry, mistress. I'll get them calmed down in no time.
I can always rely on you. Thank you, Mr. Valente.
Ah, well, just doing my job.
I
And he
will see you.
smiles.
I will see you by the bar after we're done here. And so we'll
Understood.
exit the aviary and go to the main lobby.
Yeah, Anthony will go to the birds and work his magic, so to speak.
And that's when I see my little brother there. Good evening, Creed. That was fast. Is everything okay?
The meeting went swell. Definitely was an interesting encounter.
Um, why don't we talk about it in my office?
He gestures for you to lead the way.
Yes, you will go forward and show him where to go. It's up the stairs, pretty much.
As they walk up the stairs, Trinity just kind of goes, "Huh, that's interesting," as they walk by. By the way, what is Tatiana's composure?
Three.
3?
Yep.
All right. Damn, same result. Her eyes just go even wider. She goes, "Yeah, it's really interesting." As they walk by,
Well, I'm assuming we would already know each other from the sushi bar since they interacted.
yeah, but she didn't know that she was a vampire.
Oh,
Because I think the last time she tried family resemblance on her, she failed. So she's like, "Oh shit, this lady's actually a vampire."
well, I mean, she has vaguely talked about, the real world that he says.
True, but
Yeah,
that could mean she's a fairy for all she knows. So
yeah, well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. So I'll go upstairs. He'll sit on the couch. We'll pat on the seat next to her so Crit can join her on the couch.
All right. He's going to actually find another seat and pull it up so he can be facing her
Well,
and do the whole sit opposite way.
okay.
Yeah. So Otto's definitely got a very
You already managed to get the chemicals and make the thing and go to him?
oh yeah.
Well, that was actually really fast.
Hey, it's what I do.
So, what did you want? He's being very grabby with my people lately.
Well, he's He's trying to hire me
She raised
for
an
a
eyebrow.
job.
Hire you for what exactly?
Mm, He gives a shrug and says, "Well, I could tell you that, but then where would the fun be in that?"
Come on, Creed. I really don't have time for more games.
He holds out a piece of paper and say, "I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what he told me for a price."
Well. You're supposed
Hey,
to be snubbing the Invictus, but you're just about to use the same tactics. Very interesting. Very
the
interesting.
man's got to eat. And um on the piece of paper it just says Crane's fear toxin formula.
What am I to understand from this?
If you can get me Crane's formula for his nice fear toxin, I'll tell you what I know about Otto and his little escapades.
Creed, what would you want to do with that?
Gives a shrug and says, "It's not what I want to do, it's what I can eventually do with it."
Yes, this is what I'm asking.
Hey, I'm giving you the easy one here. Uh, Otto's got worse. I asked for 3 very, very hard to get compounds from him. Whoever gets it first gets my loyalty. It's that simple. I'm a businessman. I'm giving you the discount because, well, you're my sis. And we go back a ways.
Just gonna stand
Crane's
up
it.
and walk towards the window. I see. Well, in that case, I would suggest to take his offer. I thought that blood is thicker than water, but after all, I guess everything can be bought.
Oh, plenty of things can be bought, but plenty of things can be sold too. And I am giving you the easy one. Crane's in town, from what I've heard, and running a block around here.
I don't believe you understand.
Look, I'm trying to gather up these compounds. I want to know what makes them tick. They all must have something in common. They're all fans, have great power, and, well, I'm interested in them. And, well, I'm not exactly susceptible to Crane's fear toxin. It's better to understand how these things work.
And what is your price for understanding these things? What are you willing to lose for them? Is the real question here.
Hun, we're vampires. We've already lost quite a bit.
Yes, so the things we do have, perhaps it's good to hold on to them.
Gives a half-cocked smile and says, maybe, maybe not. Look, Otto's offering an interesting deal. I'm going to see where it takes me for the time being. However, is this place safe? I look around.
Safe? Safe. Nowhere is safe.
Well,
I
it's
thought it was safe, but apparently not. Because somebody has been targeting me, and I don't know who and I don't know why.
well, you might want to go think about the one who's been hiring up your folks recently.
Yes, he was supposed to be helping me. But I believe what he's doing is something completely different. And I know for the fact that he will tempt you, and I know for the fact that he will try to buy you out.
Oh, he's already tried that.
Yeah, here's the thing though, I'm not in the business of buying people out.
Well then,
What it boils down to is, would you be willing to forever give up the only person who actually gives a damn about whether or not you're alive for someone who will toss you as soon as you're not helpful anymore or useful? Straight to true to your blood. It's that simple.
you keep talking about blood, but we both have to remember whose blood is flowing through us. Not exactly a good example. But I'll keep my ears peeled. And I'll give you warning
Look, greed
if
is not.
something should come down.
We did not
But
choose to be created. We were dropped into this. But here's the thing. When you were made, I was there for you. I tried to help you, I tried to teach you. When I was made, I was alone.
and for that I came here. I will give you this warning. I'm getting the feeling Otto's not exactly just a vampire, if you get what I'm saying. And
Well,
I'm getting that there's going to be a big shakeup.
he's a very intelligent one and a very ambitious one and very cunning. He's
No,
willing to
he's something else.
he's willing to step on corpses to get what he wants. That's what I think. I'm not willing to stoop to that level.
Well, think what you want, but just be wary.
And what gave you that impression exactly?
The man's creepy as hell. I'm certainly not going to cross him any more than I have to.
Well, many people in our fold are creepy as hell. It doesn't say much. And I don't think he would share too many things with you.
You never know. But anyways,
You're just not willing to talk about them for free.
I'm never willing to talk about anything for free. You know that. That's one thing Bianca beat into me. Anyways,
And there's the reason why I keep running from everyone who wants to think they're above me. Anyway, I don't know what exactly you expect of me regarding that compound, but what I can assure you of is I'm not gonna be going snaking into anyone's lab trying to find whatever it is you need. But I'll tell you this. and it pains me to do so. But if you betray me, there will be no coming back.
Well, I haven't crossed that line yet, and I'm not planning on doing it. I'm just out looking for uh, number one. But hey,
Well, here's the thing. Otto. Oh, sorry, Mr. Julius. I'm pretty sure he's after me. Well, I don't have definitive proof yet, but I will. And I'll be honest with you, he scares me. He's capable of things that I am not.
oh, he's definitely after you.
If only I knew why. It's not like I'm in the way of his ambition. Unless his ambition is to create an equally luscious club of.
Gives a small shrug and says, well, that's all I can really tell you. He's after you, and besides that, all he did was start sprouting some nonsense about being part of a circle outside of the circles of influence, and something about a six group.
For real. I haven't seen him ever be skeptical or critical of the Invictus. Hell, he's playing their game better than all of us. It's like he created the game. I don't know what he's playing at.
Maybe he's an elder.
I doubt that. But please, be cautious with him. Believe
Will
it or
do.
not, I wouldn't want to find you in a ditch.
Knowing our kind, if you find me in a ditch, at least I'm whole and still kicking.
Well, I'd rather you be kicking out of a ditch. Let's say. You're the only family I have.
Gives a small smile, shrugs at that point, and says, well, that's all I can really tell you for now. I've got some other business to take care of. Just keep your uh, definitely be keeping your eyes and ears out.
Well,
And from
trying,
what I've
but
seen, remember
someone
he's
has.
got some major mental whammies going on.
Oh, I know. He's way better at that than me. But after all, I prefer people coming willingly.
And that right there is probably your failing in this business, Creed says as he walks out the door.
Yeah, she'll probably just plop on her office chair and contemplate her own life, which is being very, very dark lately. But anyway, thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. This has been another scene for Gotham by Night. See you all next time.